What's up, guys? This is James at Locking the Value and CopyMyCrypto.com telling you today about the wonderful world of crypto. Spreadsheet's been updated as always. Engine and Lux are having a mini pullback, but they had such an astronomical sort of rise in the last 7 days. So that would be expected. You don't expect it to necessarily skyrocket constantly. Everything's doing well except, you guessed it, Grim. Goddamn Grim. Ruining my spreadsheet, guys. Ruining it. So 26 coins here, $100 into each would have cost you $2,600. You'd be netting a profit of $27,652. What I will say, I don't own many of these at all anymore. Most of what I've owned all of them, and I bought in at low prices, sold at high prices, except Grin, bought in at the price, sold at about the same price, but I'm out. I got out Grin. I hate it. But I keep it on the spreadsheet. But the reason I do it, I buy in at low, I sell at high, I use that profit and I put it back into another project I see doing better in the shorter term, or even in the longer term. But you've got to make sure that those gains are being compounded and added to constantly. And that's what I'm sharing on CopyMyCrypto.com, along with talking about how you're going to bank your profits, because you have to, guys. If you don't actually sell your crypto at any point, you're not making any profits. It has to arrive at your bank at some point. So profit-taking strategies are something people need to be aware of. I'm sharing what I do on within Copy My Crypto, and everyone should be thinking about how they're going to bank their profits. Yeah, laddering out is my favorite technique. But yeah, so Copy My Crypto, the launch phase is live till midnight tomorrow, so midnight Thursday. After that, it will no longer be at the price of $39. It will be back up, okay, to $99. Now, guys, I want to get into Axie Infinity. I am so excited about Axie Infinity. Right, I talked about it at the beginning of the month, so on the March the 3rd. The reason I did is I thought this was going to be a coin that did really well, especially with the sort of bullish news about NFTs constantly. And Axie Infinity is definitely doing a run, $3.88. So from $2.10 to $3.88. So you're looking at about 70% gain there. So that's not too shabby at all. A bit more than that, actually. But yeah, so really good news that it's going well. And I want to sort of do a deep dive about why I think this is a project set to have a serious run in terms of price action. Like, I think we could see anywhere up to about $20 mark is a very realistic possibility. And I'll get into the reasons why. So first of all, check out dap.com and you can look at blockchain games. Give me one sec. I swear I need to be sponsored by Monster. Keeping you awake while you're staring at charts for 12 hours a day. That's a perfect pitch. Listen, so Axie Infinity, 24-hour users, okay? Now that's actually the number of wallets that interacted with the dApp's smart contracts. So that's not actually daily users, okay? The daily users is far, far greater. But just on a basis of ranking in terms of the best or the most utilized games, Axie Infinity is actually number 1. So there's still so much room to grow, and I'll get into that now. So where to start? Let's start here. Not that one, not that one. There we go. Axie Infinity. So Axie Infinity is basically a digital pets type game, but they've got battles you can collect and you can earn. Now, when we're talking about utilization, so many people are starting to play this game. Now, monthly active users has broken well past 19,000. The most expensive piece of Axie ever sold was 300 ETH. Now, that is still wrong because the updates have been staggering in terms of what's actually been happening on this on here. So let's get down to the development. So Feb developments. We're now on 20,000 daily active users for Axie Infinity. So people are just coming to it really quickly. And if you look at the chart in terms of people that are purchasing Axie, you know, in where were we? We're like this is of January sort of 1st, okay? But we're breaking past 30,000. It's almost doubled in about, a month or so. Because in December it was knocking around 16,000, so we're breaking past now, which is huge. 30,000 Axie holders, and then the active users is absolutely skyrocketing, as you can see. And more than that as well, they set the biggest NFT, well, they set the record for the largest NFT sale. I don't think that's now the case, but the NFT market's just booming. But a piece of like 9 Genesis plots, so the land sold for 888.25 ETH, which is the equivalent of $1.5 million, which is staggering amount of money for some land on a game. And they're going into version 2 of the battles, so they're opening up the testnet on that, and that should, if that runs smoothly, that's going to be very, very, very good news for them. Now, and that's just the February development news, okay? Axie actually has an enormous following in terms of, like, just look at their Discord group, 38,000 people, okay, which is an insane amount of people. Like, I don't think Uniswap even has 38,000. So it's very bullish news in that regard. And like I say, 20,000 people using it, most used game, okay? And then, to boot, the roadmap is exciting in the sense of this. This is the biggest news for me. By the end of 2021, mainstream release of Axie Infinity on iOS and Android. So people can start playing it on their phones. The amount of new money that brings into this market, particularly Axie Infinity, is going to be enormous. And the price level could then skyrocket. Now, there are a couple big bits of news that they're trying to get done this year. The other one is staking. Now, whatever people think about, because some people don't want to lock up tokens, right? And I get that. Like, I prefer not to lock up for extended periods because you want them to hand in case there's a price run and you want to bank some profits. But staking brings money to a platform. Okay, let's give you some examples. Icon launched staking recently on. They've always had staking on, but they launched on Binance, and then all of a sudden it had a run on its price. Aave had a huge run on price when staking got involved. When staking got launched on Binance for Elrond had a bit of a run. Okay, staking always brings in a bit of a run. So by the end of the second quarter of this year, staking dashboard and staking rewards are going to be a big thing, and I'm sure it's going to work towards a price push. And like I said, by the end, if it's launched, if they can get that done, a legit launch on iOS and Android, it's going to have a massive, massive run. The marketplace is really interesting as well. The amount of like money that some of these bundles are priced at is staggering, and I know people are buying them, but God, like I mean, some people are trying to make profits of. I mean, that's at 870,000 for 10 lands. There's a lot of money in this market, and I don't know how many of them have been bought, but we know that a bundle was bought for 1.5 million last month, so it's definitely an impressive market. Then we've got, where is it? Here, Sky Mavis has launched. Now, this is basically about bringing property. So I really like this. Sky Mavis is laser focused on bringing property rights to gamers through the creation of digital nations. So that is the idea, is that we're going to have digital nations. Sky Mavis looks to be, and they're behind the building of, or this is behind the building of Axie Infinity. But again, this product, Axie Infinity, and what they're trying to do is staggering in terms of the growth that they've seen in not a great deal of time, not a great deal of time at all. Um, and like I said, with a price run set to be like with a gaming industry that's worth like hundreds of billions of dollars, blockchain games are soon going to be a major use case. And with the circulating supply at 43 million right now, a $20 cap would put it at about 860 million now. 860 million now. The question is the staking rewards. But either way, I think by the end of next quarter, so summer, sort of June, we're looking at June, July. When staking is properly launched on Axie Infinity, I will be expecting a really significant price run on Axie Infinity. Like I said, this NFT market is really hot, and when it's in tandem with the gaming industry, there's some real excitement there. I don't think we're done with Engine Coin or Decentraland having huge runs as well, but I think Axie Infinity is at that point where it sort of has more room for growth in the short term. And obviously, Axie Infinity are also partnered with Samsung, so that always bodes well when they're partnered with big players, because they've got Ubisoft who's sort of overseeing everything in terms of the everything that's happening with the transactions and whatnot. They've partnered with Binance and Aave and Samsung. Samsung's a big one because when they're ready to launch, I will hazard a guess that when they're ready to launch their this game on Android, I bet Samsung will have it pre-installed because it's a partnership and Samsung will benefit from that. And I'm certain that will end up happening. So yeah, so a really exciting one. I think I said in the top 5 video that I think Axie would break into the top 200. Now, I know it says to rank 253 there, but actually, if you look on CoinGecko, it's ranked 180th, so it's hard to figure out at the moment. But I still think there's room for this to keep running for this month. Right, but that's it from me. Tell me what you think. Tell me what your favorite blockchain game is in the comments section. And guys, remember, it's the last sort of 24-hour period for the launch phase of Copy My Crypto, so you can get it at the price of $39. It allows you to see what I'm holding. I let you know when I'm making a trade. I let you know when I'm cashing in profits, why I'm cashing in profits. I give you my exact strategy for why I cash out in the way that I do, so you can implement the same sort of strategy based on the gains you make in your portfolio. Okay, and yeah, check it out, guys. Check it out. It's going to be an amazing bull run. We're not even touched the edges in terms of this bull run. There's going to be a huge move. So check out mycrypto.com. Links in the description. And have a nice day, guys. Take care. Stay safe.